Welcome to Bay 5 of the Bay Meadows Learning Center. Today I want to talk about the shape of the swing. In golf we talk about the swing plane, so I'm going to explain that, which is basically the shape of the swing. So at address, your club is designed kind of like the roof of a house. It's not designed vertically or perfectly horizontally, but it's designed like a roof. And we want to use it the way it's designed. So basically, if you can picture the club on the shingles, you want the club to go rat-tat-tat-tat right up the shingles and right up the plane or up the roof of the shaft plane. So if it goes in the attic, the club is going too much around you. If it comes off the roof, you're not turning your body enough and the arms are going independently. Okay? So the goal is to turn our body and have the club go right up that roof. And then the next element of this that you'll see is I've got a stick in the end of this golf club here, and if you notice, that stick is pointing right at the gutter of my roof, of my imaginary roof. And it will always point at that gutter as I swing down. Okay? So a swing that goes right up the roof, where the end of the club always points at the roof line or the gutter, will look very simple. A swing that doesn't do that, where it's coming in over here and then going this direction, will look very complicated. Okay? The other thing we can do with the plane of the swing, the terms inside out is when the club swings out to the right, and outside in is when it swings to the left. You can see when you're coming down, if this club as it's coming down isn't parallel to the roof line or the gutter, that is going to make the club go out to the right, inside out. And if it comes this way, when it's parallel to the ground, it's in this direction, it's going to come outside in, like that. Now there's more than one way we can demonstrate this, so I'm going to show you two other ways. Okay, the second way that we can demonstrate this is with a couple of lasers. So I've got a laser in the end of this club that points a red dot, and then of course we've got the target line here, pretty close to the target line. So the concept is the same. When I bring the club back, I go right up the roof, but you can see that red line. The red dot is tracing or pointing at that line. So as I come back and I come down, if it traces that line, the club will be perfectly on plane. And you can see when the shaft's parallel to the ground, it's parallel to the green line. If I bring the club back on the inward motion, the dot will point way outside the line, okay? And then if I bring it too vertically, the dot will point more on the inside, like that. So right on the plane, or the correct shape of the swing, the simplest shape, goes right down that line. Now if I wanted to hit a draw, I can make that red dot go a little bit out to the right. That'll make my path of my swing a little bit more inside out to curve the ball right to left. If the dot, as it comes down, comes a little bit across this way, that will cut the ball and be more of a fade. Okay, and I've got one more way to show you. Okay, and the third way that we're going to look at the swing plane is really, I'm making a roof. I've got the roof right here like this. The club's in the gutter. I kind of made a three-dimensional gutter. You're not going to hit balls doing this, but it just gives you, obviously for safety reasons, but you can see as you bring the club back, if it stays right on that roof and then comes up, and you can see that dot's pointing at that. Now as I come back down like this, if I stay right on the plane, I'm going to come down. You can see I have very little room for error, and I'm going to go right up that roof on the follow-through side. So if a player brings the club back and say goes too much under the plane or into the attic, you can see they would hit that. Okay? Or if they're going to come what we call over the top, they would hit the board on the outside and then obviously hit the roof like that. So again, the plane concept, it matches the angle of the club. You don't hit balls with this, but you're bringing the club back on the plane and then come down really slowly, going right through there, all the way to the finish. Thank you for watching, and if you need help with your game, visit us online at baymeadowsfgc.com or give us a call.